Okay, Archie 3, let me know if you have audio now. Just reply in chat if you don't mind. And if that is the case, I apologize. Let me know if anybody in chat, let me know if the audio is working now. Are you guys getting the game audio? All right. I think I got my audio figured out now. I apologize for that. You should have game audio coming in here just in a few. I apologize for that. There was a lot of stuff that, I don't know, my computer. Gotta love computers, right? So, anyway. All right, let's see here. Let me get everything else back to where I had it. Okay, once again, let me know if you should be getting all the audio now, my voice and also game audio. Okay, let me know. You guys got game audio or no? Okay, good deal, good deal. Okay, well, sorry about the audio issues. Looks like we're all set up now. So, anyway, we are in the town of Willemstad. This is town owned by the Axis, and the Allies are attacking. Looks like from Roosendahl and also Steenbergen. So obviously, let's see here. How close is the nearest deepwater port for spawning these destroyers? Is going to be up here at. I'm not even gonna try to try to pronounce that name of the town, but anyway, that's how. So they're looking at a good distance for a destroyer to sail down to Willemstad, just like Nightman has done. Looks like. I'm curious if that's an Allied plane coming in to do some havoc on this destroyer. I'd be curious if it is. Doesn't look like Axis have any error in this. See what's going to happen here. I have a feel. Well, this destroyer is. Oh, those are 111s or 88s. Ooh, Dagger. He's in an 88. Dagger is a good friend of mine, and he was in charge of. He was part of the business team, marketing team for Cornered Rat Software, and he was the team lead for a long time. Much respect for that man. Much respect. So yeah, it looks like we've got some Dagger's just trying to. Well, it looks like Dagger found the Allied spawn point, mobile spawn. So I think he's scoping it out to see what direction he could come in at to bomb it. Now these fortified mobile spawns, you really need bombs from a plane or satchels from a combat engineer to destroy them. They're really tough. So looks like we've got a Ju-87 MGA. I'm not sure if he's. Here, is this Allied? This is Axis owned, so the Allies are attacking. Obviously, we'll see what's happening here. In the meantime, I do want to catch up on the chat here real quick. We've got Sherman of the Lake. He says, hey. We've got another gentleman that I can't pronounce his name because it's in a different language that I don't recognize or that I'm not familiar with. So, but he says, Private Brat. Archie 3, he's the one that said no sound question mark, and that's when I started jumping in on fixing the audio. Thank you again for bringing that to my attention, Archie. Also, we got Historic Cinematics joining the chat on YouTube. He says, "Had my 13-year-old join yesterday. We had our first sortie together, and it was surreal. It was surreal experience. We crew a Panzer IIc, and he got his first kill on a Spit. Thanks for allowing us to have this experience." Once again, Historic there we go. Cinematics. Um, yeah, it's. I've had those moments as well with my son. Um, he doesn't play as often anymore, but it is a special time, and it happens a lot more than you would think. There a lot of I don't know. I couldn't even guess what the percentage is, but there are a lot of players that they have their whole family playing the game most of the time together. Just whether they're in, I know some people that are they have brothers on both, that have accounts and stuff, and a couple of them they're off in the military, and that's really the only time they get to spend together is spending some time in World War II online or other games for that matter. But it does happen a lot. But yeah, no, I totally agree. It's there's some special times to be had, and it's just one way of connecting with each other. Uh, so no, great to hear. Glad you're here, Historic Cinematics. Um, yeah, fantastic. It's your Machi. Once again, I'm terrible with pronouncing names, so if I bastardize it, don't kill me here. But yeah, I can hear you now. That was all after I got the audio fixed, and looks like I'm pretty much caught up. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to throw it in chat. Obviously, I'm watching out for the chat, and yeah. So let's see here. Um, this town here, this is Willemstad, and that little moat that kind of goes around the whole town was recently added. I want to say within the last year. Um, and TR6L has been doing a fantastic job on TR6L is he's part of the production team in Cornered Rat Software, and he's the one that's been adding towns and airfields and redoing some of the existing towns and stuff. He's been doing a fantastic job. I can't say enough about this guy. Super talented. We've had a couple people working on the terrain part of the game for a long in previous years. TR6L, he's like the terrain editor whisper. He just, for lack of the term, but he just knows. He really caught on very quickly, and he really has a good grasp of how to make things work as far as adding terrain or augmenting what we have already. And yeah, it and our terrain editor, because the game is older, it's the actual program, the editor itself is not user friendly in any stretch of the term. But um, yeah, it's it's uh, it's an acquired taste. We've had lots of people um, trying to work within the terrain editor, and all they do is get frustrated. There's kind of a unknown phrase that, or not so known phrase that gets rolled around in our development teams or CRS as a whole, is like, if you touch one thing, one part of the code or one unit or something, it you may fix one thing, but you'll actually break like 20 other things in the game. Um, Once again, it's just more because of the how the game was built back in 2001 and earlier, in its development, and so it's really hard to do any. There for a long time, it was extremely hard to do any upgrades because we just didn't have the people that understood these programs and the coding and the editor. Um, just like animations, that's another thing that's extremely difficult for our teams to do. Um, and it, but you know, we make do with what's going on, and there's, like I said, TR6Al. He's got the terrain all figured out, and so that's why he's been able to add a lot of stuff and really alter or correct some of the issues in the original towns that we've got. So looks like AEF is going after some of the patrol boats, and yeah. Sphinx 08, yeah, he's in a world of hurt. There he goes. He just despawned because he was dead. I'm curious if he's going to. Yes, he is. Sphinx 08 just respawn, and now he's going after AEF with his gun. And yeah, looks like AEF, you know, he's been around for a long time, and he really knows how to play the game. He's doing the little stick and move tactic, and you know, killing off Sphinx, his gunners and stuff, moving a little bit, so when he respawns in, it's going to take him a few moments before his gun is actually in at the right trajectory to take some hits on AEF. And let's see here, there's TRX that just there he goes. Yeah. He didn't even get a shot off with his ATG. Nice. He's just hitting AEF with some flat shots. They ain't gonna do anything to that tank. Oh, it looks like Nightman, the one destroyer out here, looks like he's getting into play here. Wonder if he's trying to go for AEF or not. Yeah, he's taking some pop shots at him. Yep, there he goes. He's flaming at least. Oh, was that Sphinx that actually took him out? Yeah, AEF, he pissed off a few Axis players right there. There we go. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, looking back at the chat, looks like, what is it? Triangular Commission? He says, put it on mobile. Unfortunately, that's probably never going to happen with World War II Online. Too large scale. The processing power wouldn't happen. Wouldn't happen on mobile. There's no way it would work. But yeah. And then AF Ciole here. Missing out today, but I'll watch stream and support. Well, thank you. That's Alex Hoffman over there on YouTube. Well, welcome to the stream, guys. So let's take a look at the map and see what else is going on here. Probably not a whole lot. Looks like the Axis are still attacking our shot, but the Allies have actually taken that forward base to Deist. So, um, and there's no link between Geel and our shot. So that was the only town that the Axis can attack our shot from. So yeah, it looks like that Axis attack is going to be squashed. Looks like, as you can see, the EWS, the hollowed out infantry and the hollowed out tank icons underneath. That means that there's Allied presence in that area close to Deist. More than likely, it's to protect that forward base, so that prevents the Axis from that attack order, as they would say. Town of Tiananmen, same thing here, just flipped. Looks like the Axis have taken the forward base to prevent the Allies from Leuven going into Tiananmen. So they took that forward base, so that way prevents the Allies from spawning at that forward base to attack the town. Now they do have this other town, Jodoin. Once again, I'm just going to call it the town of Jojo. And if you guys know the streamer Ryman8989, that his very first day was playing the game was in the town of Jojo, and he couldn't pronounce the name of the town either, so he just called it the town of Jojo. So anyway, a little history on that. But anyway, Jodo, the Allies are attacking. They're coming out of that forward base, attacking the town of Tiananmen, and it looks like the Allies they've got a few people in there getting ready to start that attack. Overall, I think right now the biggest attack is going to be up north in the Z's. Habes, the town of Habes. Same thing. Allies have taken the forward base from the town of Jadin, so that kind of squashes that little. Oh, the attack order got dropped. Okay, so yeah, it looks like right now the biggest battle is going to be where we're at over here in Willemstad. So, and the Allies, like I said, they've got two towns that they're attacking with, Roosendahl and Steenbergen. And you can see in Steenbergen they've got the army garrison, if you see that. Town of Roosendahl, you've got the army garrison, 4E Group de Reconnaissance, and it's the Motrice, which is their armored division, the French armored division, and then they also have the 101R French reconnaissance. So they've got an infantry and a armored division backing up. Or is it just? Because they only see two there. So okay, got it. So it's just their infantry. So they've got, the Allies have a little extra support on infantry here, and this is just the town supply coming in. And then Willemstad has, looks like they brought in a Navy garrison, which is interesting. It's going to give them a little bit of infantry supply. Not a whole lot, because it is a Navy garrison. They'll get some extra fair mills, but that's going to be about the extent of it. If it was Deepwater Port like this town up here, then it would be a ton of destroyers. But because it's not a Deepwater Port, this little symbol with the X over it, that signifies a deep water port, compared to just the anchor like this that has that's just going to be a regular harbor that like fair mills and stuff like that are being able to spawn out of. So, um, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out in Willenstad. And it looks like the Allies have captured something in the town. So let's see what's going on here. Yeah, they took Mordic, which is right here. So once again, the Allies captured that town, or that capture point, and it's associated with a German town. So in all reality, it's a good cap, but it's not going to really advance the Allies' position inside the town. The ones that are really going to make a difference is Roosendahl and Steenbergen. Those capture points are going to be the ones to watch. If they capture those, let's see here, there's Roosendahl, and yeah, Steenbergen. So this CP right here and this CP, if the Allies capture that, the Allies could actually spawn out of those buildings and right in the middle of town. And that's what the Axis are trying to prevent. And I'm sure they're guarding the crap out of that area. And just so you guys, for you new players, so looking at the map, if you click on the town itself, it'll show all the capture points. So as you see, this one right here, Mordic, is the one that the Allies have captured. So even though the little icon is over here, this is what that capture point actually looks like in game. So it's got the little flag on it, and when you go inside of it, it'll actually start capturing if you're part of the side that's actually attacking. So even though the Allies have captured that, they're not able to spawn out of this building because this town, Mordic, once again, I suck at the town names, I'm sorry. Mordic is owned by the Axis, and this town is Axis owned. So, like I was saying, if they capture the capture points of Steenbergen and Roosendahl, then they would be able to spawn in right in the middle of town at those two CPs. So that's something to really look forward to. So looking back at the looking back at the chat now. Okay, so triangular commission. How about console? So we would love to put it on console. However, we have several issues. Number one, the game engine itself is old. This game was originally built and designed in the late 1990s and it actually released in 2001. So obviously the console generation was not even a thought yet, you know, it wasn't even around. So our game engine isn't able to process or convert it over to a console like some of the newer game engines. It's not something we're looking to do at this point. We are in the process of trying to move the game engine over to Unreal Engine 5. That is going to take, it's a long process. And we've talked about that a lot. Um, it's going to be a long process to make that happen. But, um, and not saying that we are, not saying that we won't, but by going to the Unreal Engine 5 game engine for World War II Online is going to open a lot of doors. Are we going to start doing that from the very start? No. We've said this many times that our main mission is to get everything original game moved over to the Unreal Engine 5 as it is right now. So, in other words, do all the conversions, redoing a lot of the coding and stuff like that. I'm not a dev. I'm not a coder. I can't tell you what the process is, but all I know, it's not a simple one, and it's definitely going to take years to do this. But we've already started the process, and we're working with it right now. I mean, we're working on that process. So as far as going to console, that's something we'll have. The team leads and the CEO will have to discuss if that's a viable option that we want to go to or not. We probably would get a lot more, some more players out of it. But for right now, like I said, our main mission right now is to get the game switched over to Unreal Engine 5 as the game is right now. And then once we get that, then we can figure out, what the Unreal Engine 5, what we could do within that Unreal Engine 5 to make the game better. So, hope that answered your question. Let's see here. I've got another person from Twitch. Yeah, I'm not going to pronounce his name, but let's see here. He says, how many are online at the moment? Well, that is something that we don't normally, that we don't give out at all. This is a huge game. There's no zones. There's no, we've had players start over here on the far west coast of France with an infantry and walk all the way across to the German towns and the German factories. There's no loading screens or anything, and literally that whole process, because our map is half scale of Western Europe, it literally took, in real time, our time, not game time, 2 weeks to accomplish by walking from one end of the map all the way to the other. It's amazing. So anyway, no, we don't give out our game numbers. Yeah, used to play back in 2002 to 2005. It's just very time consuming. Yes, it's a really fun game. I've been playing since 2004. One thing I do want to say about the population has grown 25% overall in the past 2 months. The pop is growing back to a higher level than what it was. We already had decent population, but we are making leaps and bounds and development wise, and we're fixing a lot of things, and we're seeing a lot of players return. So if you're on the fence of it's been a bit since I played or whatever, right now is the perfect time for this whole month. Everything is unlocked. So, even for free players. So, jump in. Get back in there. It's not going to hurt anything to try it out. You'll find, oh my God, look at all these planes out here. Now that's an air battle. Holy cow. Oh, Rashinov is in a world of hate right now. Look at that. He's got two on his tail right now. Hot Rod and Moto Elf. Yeah, and he's going. Rashanov's trying to get Tom Sawyer now. Yeah, Rashanov taking hits. Is he going to go down? No, he's pulling out. Of course, you got all the anti-air guns over here at the forward base. Rashanov was trying to drag him over there so those anti-air guns can give a little assistance. Because boy, howdy, he needs it. So, let's see here. Getting back to the chat here real quick. What happens to low-end PC players when you guys move to Unreal Engine 5? That is going to be an issue. Right now, our game is more CPU-based, so you don't need... and it's only... it's not multi-core. It's only single. So, you know, as they say, you could kind of run this on a potato, even as is now. But one thing for sure, I know a lot of people that play on laptops, but you do for laptops you do need a dedicated graphics card in that laptop. But the actual CPU, I mean, you could look at our website to see what the specs are, the requirements, the low end and the high end and stuff. But you know, for right now at least, and once again, it's going to take several years for the Unreal Engine upgrade. I mean, it's just going to take time. There's no way around it. So you'll be good for several years, I would say. But yeah, when it is converted over to Unreal Engine, you're going to need you would have to upgrade if you're on a potato for sure. Let's see here, and that was a question by Jesh. I'll just call you Jesh. Sorry, I can't pronounce your last name. I don't want to screw it up. We got will be cool over on YouTube, and he says have to upgrade. Yep, you will. Anything Unreal Engine, any games on Unreal Engine, realistically. Unreal Engine 5, you're gonna need just check what the basic requirements are of the game that you're looking for, and you should be good to go. Epic travel to do. Yep. Yeah, I'm sure you were talking about the walking from one end of the map to the other. Yeah, that's a big thing. So. Yeah, it's pretty funny, but you'd be surprised what some of these, what some players do just to have fun, just to say they did it, you know. So here we are back at the town. Axis is owning the town, obviously. Allies are attacking it. We've got some huge air battles going on, and. Let's see here, is the town still contested? No, it looks like the Axis went ahead and recapped that one CP that they had, and looks like we got a couple more destroyers here. We got an Allied destroyer, which is good. And what is he? I don't know what he's shooting at. Yeah, Horny 77. That's a heck of a gay name. But we've got some Axis Air. That's there's a 110. Yeah, they're trying to take that destroyer out. Nightman looks like he's coming in, and I think Horny is preparing for that confrontation. So let's see if we can capture this. See what's going to happen here. Yep. Now we start the confrontation. This is one of the one of the big things about World War II Online is stuff like this: land, sea, and air, all in one big battle. And obviously, World War II Online, we don't. We only have one server. Everybody's on the same server. Doesn't matter if you're logging in through Steam or if you're logging in through what we call our organic accounts. If you downloaded the game and play the game through the website compared to Steam, it's all on the same server. There's no separate server for Steam players, no separate server for the organic players. One server. Our servers can handle thousands of players, not just 50, not just 100. Right now, I haven't looked to see what the numbers are right now. It doesn't really matter to me. It's but we've got hundreds of players on right now. So, and you can't get that with any other game, especially with the combined arms like we do. So yeah, they're still trying to nail each other. Horny 77 is like, get me the F out of here. I'm gone. Looks like it's here. Got a question from Nick on YouTube. He asks, adding Jeeps anytime soon? I really wish. It's been discussed many times. It may be something that we'll be looking at. Like I was kind of saying earlier, right now our main focus is what we could do to get to Unreal Engine 5. You've heard us talking about World War II Online 2.0. That's basically what it is, the conversion to Unreal Engine 5. That's going to be the biggest thing right now. And also right now we're trying to, I don't know if you guys seen it, but we're going to be having a patch here. Well, I don't know when it's coming out, but our next patch is going to have a lot of stuff in it, and also a lot of bug features. We're focusing on fixing all these bugs as well prior to going into Unreal Engine 5. Now it looks like Nightman is going down. He's taking on some water, and his destroyer's kind of sinking, you would say. So yeah, Jeeps, I'm not sure. I'm not part of the production team. I can't say yes or no, but I do know it's been discussed over the years. So I don't know. So Arbor Hawk, submarines in Unreal 5. Yeah, that would be extremely interesting. That would be really cool. Once again, our main focus on the 2.0 Unreal Engine 5 is just get the game as is ported over to Unreal Engine 5 and away from this outdated game engine that it's on now. The game engine that it's on now was built by the original World War II Online developers. It's totally unique, and that's why and it was cutting edge at the time. Oh, yeah, Horny's got a big target over his destroyer right now. So yeah, I was saying our original game engine was cutting edge at the time, and so, but by today's standards, obviously, 25 years later, it's definitely not cutting edge, and it actually hinders us in a lot of ways. And once again, that's why originally we're like, hey, as the leaders of the Cornered Rat software, we were like, we definitely need to start looking at converting this over to Unreal Engine 5. So yeah, Unreal Engine 5, like I said, is going to unlock a lot of possibilities for the game. Absolutely. And we're all excited about it. So, but once again, a lot of coding, lots of stuff to happen for that to happen, for that to occur. So, appreciate your guys' chats here. I'm really enjoying this. Normally we don't. Obviously I'm not Zoom. Zoom likes to really engage in stuff in his live streams, and he gets a little unhinged at times. But I don't normally do this chatting stuff during the operations like this. And once again, if you're watching this and you can, now's a great time to log into the game. Operation Fortitude is going on heavy. Once again, you see the big battles, land, sea, and air. And lots of stuff going on. Let's see here. We've got another Axis are attacking Eggsy. Once again, I'm just going to bastardize these town names. Denant. That's another really fun town to play in. You guys need to log in if you haven't. Yeah, it's definitely needed. This just with any game, especially MMOs. Even though we're not a MMO, well, we are military sim, but the more people in there, the better the gameplay. And let's see here. I'm just checking on what the population is right now. Okay, our numbers are really good. Are they the most we've had? No. They are way above average. Way above. It actually surprised me when I actually looked at the numbers. So, definitely a good time to jump in. Lots of good stuff going on. Let's go take a look at that town Denant. That's always been one of my not my favorite, but it's always up there as far as some of the favorite towns I like to play in. And this is like one of the classic towns of World War II Online. The Abbey up here. I mean, I don't know. I was talking about TR6L and how amazing he got. And for some of you guys that have been in the game for a long time, this town Denant has so much history in World War II Online. Not only in World War II itself, but some of the big battles back in the day, going back to the early 2000s. This was like whenever whenever this town Denant was actually being attacked, it got all the squads excited because there's strategic values and everything, and it's just a fun town to play in. But if some of you older players, I know a couple of you are watching that haven't played in a long time, you know about Denant, the town of Denant. And if you remember, there used to be a tunnel from the town, from the Abbey, going down into the city. and that was taken out at some point for some reason. That was before my time. But and I know I hope you're still watching. I forgot what your name was that said you played between 2002 and 2005, because you'll know what I'm talking about. But so anyway, we added this back up here before they took the. What they did, there was some issue with this upper section of the town, and so all they did was just take that off. So it was just the cliff and rock. There was no building up here. So TR6L, who does our terrain editor, he actually brought this back in, and he added it back in, and he was trying to get the that tunnel that goes from here, from this upper portion of the cliff, all the way back down to the city. And some of those battles in that hallway were epic, just epic. So when he added this in, he wasn't able to bring in um, the original tunnel. But let's see here. Is this? It's been so long since I've been in here. I think it's over here. All right, I'm just doing it. No, there it is. So here we got tunnels. We got tunnels inside. Inside, and it's like a maze. It's crazy, 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 and it goes all the way down to the building at the bottom of the hill. Um, so anyway, once again, a lot of stuff that's historic. Once again, this capture point on top of this hill was taken away, mostly because not. It's not like the developers were trying to punish the players or anything like that. There was an issue with the model, and something was skewed with it, and they had to remove it so it could get fixed. And when they removed it, it never got to the point where they could fix it correctly, and that's why it was vacant for so long. But yep, now it's back in, and it's been in probably, I'd say, for a couple of years now. It's been a couple of years since we brought it back in. There hasn't been too many fights inside the little maze, at the inside the cliff area. But yeah, I don't know. We do have our anniversary coming up, our 24th anniversary of World War II Online. I typically like to throw in a couple little mini operations, or just some fun stuff to do, whether it be like a tank battle, or the Mercedes car race, like we just brought the Mercedes car back in, so yeah. Anyway, would be fun to have a little battle inside that maze, inside that the cliffs of Denot. That would be pretty fun. Trying to get it to where you could see a decent. There's somebody in there right now. NDB. But yeah, pretty cool. And you guys, I obviously I'm a rat, so I've got dev view, so I can come in here and check this out and stuff. But I know this is a little treat because you guys haven't been able to see this. I think we've only shown this like maybe one other time on a live stream, and that was when it first came out. So yeah, pretty neat stuff. Pretty neat stuff. Um, yeah. So let's see. You're getting back to the chat. Yeah, Arbor. Yep. Yeah, oh, that town. You betcha. Arbor says, yep, like 20 tanks on that ridge. Yeah. Um, and yeah, playing on and off since 2002. So, yeah, Arbor, if you're, once again, not trying to push or anything, but, there's a lot of cool stuff that we've changed in the game. Um, and made things better to a certain degree. So, um, lots of new stuff. I mean, if you haven't played, even in like, I want to say, if you haven't played in 2 or 3 years, or even 2 years, I swear to God, it's like you're gonna be like, holy cow, you're gonna be lost, just like it was your first day again, because a lot of things have changed, and the equipment has been upgraded. Oh my God, there's just so much, and like I said, for this whole month, everything is free, for the whole month of March. So it's a good time. Check it back out. Once again, you don't have to have some super um, hyper computer to play the game. Um, it low requirements. It's mostly CPU based, not GPU. It's mostly CPU. Um, and yeah, it just, hey, jump in. You're probably going to see some names that you're very familiar with. I don't know if you see it on the screen. If you play Allied, Kill 'Em All, he's been here. He's long time player. Of course, AEF. That's a old squad and player. Um, Bujo. He's been playing for a long. I mean, there's so many veterans of this game. So many veterans of this game. Axis side. I mean, you know, the, I just I love our community. I really do. Um, so I don't know. Call me biased. I just love the game, and you know, we is that G Assault? No. Okay. Okay. I thought that was somebody else. My bad. Um, so yeah, this town is Axis owned. Hostier is attacking. It doesn't have a forward base to it because it's close to the town, but Flavoyne, allies have that forward base going to it, and the town of Anhi, allied on attack. So there's a lot of supply. You've got, see these little dots next to the name. That's how many brigades of supply are in each town. So you've got 3, 6. Is that 3 here? Yeah, 3, 6, 9 brigades of supply going against Dinant. That's only got 2. So attrition is going to be, yeah. Axis are in a world of hurt, supply wise. If they could outplay them, that would be the question. So let me see something right now. Let's see here. Right now, as far as players logged into the game, it's almost dead even. I mean, we're talking like a 3-person difference between the number of players spawned in Allied and the number of players spawned in or logged in Allied and the number of players logged in Axis. Like I said, difference of 3. So it's dead even right now. Yeah. Let's see here. Arbor Hawk, yeah. He says, I was a builder for a short while. We definitely appreciate that. Right now, like I said, you could just jump in line and your account's still going to be there. It doesn't matter when you're a Wellington Glacier. Let's see what he's. That's actually one of our. Hey, he's going after the bridge. Is there a bridge AO? Yes, there is. Okay, so this is kind of hidden that you for this particular town, but the Builder's Bridge, which is the bridge that crosses over. And if you ever get a chance to come into this town in game or on the training server, yeah, this is the Builder's Bridge. So all of our builders, the names of the players that are builders in the game, this is where your name goes, and you can look at all these. I'm sure a lot of these names, some of you guys will recognize if you're older players or even newer players. A lot of these builders, you know, it's not just, you know. But it looks like that attack order on that bridge is allowing the Allied players to bomb that bridge. So, sounded like they captured something. Nope, not yet. So, this is a fun town to play in. So you see, oh, I don't know if you guys knew or not, we have a new rat in game, and his name is Sickness. I know you guys probably recognize his name from, he plays a lot in the air. He's actually part of the 4-wing squad. Been around forever, but he's actually the assistant community manager, ACM, assistant community manager for the Allied side, for the high command system on the Allied side. So I want to welcome him, and if you guys see him in game, doesn't matter if you're Allied or Axis, if you want to you could private message any of the rats, like myself or Sickness or Zoom or whoever, in chat, and just give him a warm welcome. I think he just got his rat tags, the capital letters of his name, I think within just, I want to say like 3 or 4 days ago. So it's very recent. It's great to have him on board and to help out. Now let's see here. Who else we got here in our chat? Let's see here. Cat Coder says, howdy Jim. You doing the live stream today? Yep. All the events I do the live stream on. Zoom does his live streams pretty much whenever he gets the itch. Which, as of late, has been pretty frequently. If you so I don't know. Every now and then I'll watch his streams, and I get a kick out of his little rants that he gets. It's pretty funny. But yeah, and then also we've got Euphabone that does live streams as well. So you know, he does about once a week, usually midweek. It kind of depends on his schedule. He's a teacher, so his time is a little more limited. So for doing the live streams, but if you guys do know of a live streamer or somebody that would like to live stream the game and help out in that endeavor, let me know. Or you know, anybody in the business team, you can contact myself, in game, Zoom, Tech64, Euphabone, pretty much any of the rats, and you know, you know, the word will get back over to us. You could also hit us up in in Discord. Another great way of reaching out to us. And like I said, you know, it's we're not trying to gloat, you know, or anything like that. Obviously, you know, we're just passionate about the game. The more we live stream, the more eyes get put on the game, and the more players actually log in. And you know, when you see a battle like this coming in, doesn't it encourage you to log in and play? You know, I mean that's the whole thing. Um, it's I don't know. Once again, I'm biased. I love the game, so um, you know, I don't know why you wouldn't want to play it. So um, I'm gonna go AFK. I'm gonna leave the stream up for a little bit. I got to take care of a few things, um, but let me see if I can position this a little bit better, and just so I'm not giving away positions or anything like that, and have it somewhat still. Let's see here. Try to get to a more interesting view. All right, I'm going to call that good for now. I'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. Just going to let this run. This is a fantastic battle. Once again, this is the town of Dinant, and one of the more historical, one of the more original towns of the game, and just a lot of fun. A lot of fun in here. All right, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Let's take a look at the chat here real quick. Arbor Hawk says, I think I will jump in later. We'd love to have you back in. Yeah, good time to jump back in, like I said, since everything is unlocked for everybody right now for the whole month. So definitely a good time to get back in. Looks like the Allies took down the bridge. It's gonna hit, even though the Axis have an army base here on this side of the town. It's if the Allies are able to capture one side, it's going to make for a really good battle because it will definitely hinder being able to get across. You see a lot of air in that background back over there. So see all those halos. A lot of air battles going on right now. Looks like we got a quad going after Glacier right now. Quad anti-air gun. Those were just recently brought into the game. I'd say within the last year. I don't know the exact day or month, but yeah, it's definitely one of the newer items that have been added to the game. Let's see here. Who is this? That's Glacier. Let me see if I can let me follow Glacier real quick. There we go. A lot of air going on right now. Bogle in a 190. Let's see who Glacier's going to try to go after. Looks like Cobra has got Glacier in his sights. Wow, there's some really good pilots online right now. Looks like Glacier is trying to drag the Axis infantry over towards the forward base where they've got the anti-air guns set up. Try to eliminate or knock down some of these Axis players. Old Zeke is out there in an anti-air gun, it seems. I don't know if he's heading back to resupply. Looks like he might be heading back to Kuven down here so he could resupply his bombs. Let me go ahead and detach myself from him. Get back over to the battle. And once again, I mean, just a couple anti-air guns out here. That's one heck of a trap for the Allied or the Axis air. They come over to this area, just like Jinra. He's turning around. Let's see what happens with Hot Rod. Looks like he's coming in. Tell you what, let's Let's follow Hot Rod. Just so you can see it from his perspective. Yeah, look. Oh, he got hit once. That's gonna hurt. He got hits. He hit Scraps. Got him smoking. Like I said before, you know, World War II Online is just one of those games. Despite the graphics, I know a lot of people get kind of hung up on the graphics and stuff. You just don't get the same. It's just one of those games that you just play, and every battle is different. Even though the towns may be the same, everything is different. It's kind of hard to explain for players that have, or for people that have never played the game before. There's a reason why the game has been around for coming up on 24 years. It keeps you engaged. Oh, Hot Rod went down. And the Allied pilots are going to take advantage of that. Yep. There's Dagger again. Let's see if we can follow him. He's got somebody behind him. I don't know if they're trying to catch up. Big Woody. Not sure if he's going to try to come up and... Dagger's trying to get some shots off on him. See if Big Woody's going to try to get him again, or try to strafe him. Dagger's definitely watching his 6. Looks like Dagger's probably going back for some air. One thing to note also, Dagger's being smart. He's flying as he goes back towards Bertrix. Is where I think he's heading to resupply his bombs. He chose his path to fly over Feshu and Durang, just so he can take advantage of the anti-air guns that are in those towns, for anybody that may be trying to follow him on his 6 or whatever, to sneak up behind him. So yeah, Dagger's definitely been with the game for a long time. Let me go ahead and go back to the town here. Sounds like we got some artillery that's blasting the town. Oh, Cat Coder in chat on YouTube says If you stay over to that, you'll see some artillery impact. Yep. That we definitely see. Town is still uncontested. Looks like this is the only real battle that's going on right now. Let me take a look at the... Okay, so we're still above average for sure, well above average, as far as in-game population. Let's see here. Spawned in, Allied, spawned in Axis is dead even. Exact same amount of players spawned in at the same time. As far as logged into the game, Axis are up by maybe 4 players. So extremely well balanced right now. Neither side is overpopped. So yeah, it's definitely, this is when its population is even like this, it doesn't get better than that. It really doesn't. You get good gameplay. You don't have one side dominating the other. Yeah. Very nice population. Very nice. If you're watching this and you're not logged in, don't know what you guys are waiting for, you got to get in here. It's great battles. Everything is opened up for the whole month. Let's see here. I believe it's all the... it pretty much opened up premium subscription for everybody. If I'm not mistaken. I think maybe the organic players switch. Organic meaning the players that don't go through Steam, that downloaded and set up their account off of our website. I think it's everything infantry, all ground is open up to everybody there. On the Steam side, the Steam players, I think it's just everything, the whole premium package. So even air and Navy is completely opened up, and it was just mostly due to how Steam does their what you call it, their I don't know how their billing system, because it's basically two different billing systems. One that's internal from us for the players that have signed up through our website, and Steam has their own billing system. So which we're grateful for Steam, but they do take 1/3 of the profit right off the top. So we always do encourage people to log in through our website, but we understand that people want to have everything in one spot with through the Steam store. So, but once again, there's only one server, so everybody, it doesn't matter where you're logging in from, you're still going into this one server where everything is at. Yeah, you see the artillery just pound the crap out of this army base. Curious, they're probably coming in from Hastier, maybe? Let's go take a look. Yeah, there's one of them. This is just one of the artillery pieces that's just pounding the crap out of Denant. Pretty cool. And you can see he's actually two towns over. Pretty impressive. Now I'm curious where the rest of them are. Probably Flavoyne, I would assume. Here's for you, Cat Coder. So Cat Coder is in the stream or in the comments here on the stream. He's the one that made the comment. You know, if you stay in Dinette, you'll see some artillery impacts. Well, there you go, Cat Coder. You got your 2 minutes or 2 seconds of fame. But good stuff. Artillery is once again one of the newer. Oh, now he's starting to shoot. One of the newer pieces of World War II Online that have been introduced just recently. And yeah, so this is, let's see, if I make, I'm just curious, so I'll just set a waypoint here just so only I'm able to see this because I'm, anyway. So yeah, that's 8,000 meters away from where he's at. Let's see here, I'll delete that out. All right. So yeah, 8,000. So the artillery, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure I am, but it's going to be close. I think it's like anywhere from 10 to 10,000 meters to 1,100 or 11,000 meters of a range. So yeah, you could be a couple towns over, kind of like over in Givet, being able to shoot over to Dinant. That's impressive. Probably the same with Profonderville. Somebody was in Profonderville, they could probably blast the crap out of Dinant as well. The main thing is with the artillery is you definitely need somebody on the ground inside the town. Oh, they rebuilt the bridge. Nice. Definitely need a spotter inside the town or it's somewhere close by that they can actually see what's going on. See where the rounds hit and, you know, kind of give a little direction as far as, hey, you're short, you're long, you know, where the rounds hit at. Right now you see those rounds are hitting, oh, right in the middle of town. Nice. Some of those artillery rounds are spot on. So a lot of stuff going on here. Once again, this is one of the epic battles or epic towns of World War II Online, Dinant. And yeah, really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Also, another thing you guys may notice, the audio is a little different, especially if you haven't played in the last couple of years. Korn, which is he's actually the team lead for the production team of Cornered Rat Software, and he's actually one of the original rats that developed the game back in the late 1990s to early 2000s, and he's he's going through and replacing a lot of the audio for the games itself. So the tanks sound a little differently. The rounds sound a little different when they hit. Once again, everything is just kind of evolving for the better over the years, especially in the last several years. Everything is really, a lot of the bugs are getting fixed. A lot of upgrades. We've added a crap ton of equipment as well, and it's. I mean, we've seen the Wellington. That's one of the newer planes. We've seen the Ju-88. That's another plane that was introduced within the past couple years. There's just so many cool things. We've got some more equipment coming in on this next patch. The patch is being worked on right now. It's not ready for release, obviously. We were hoping to get it out during this time, so we could have all the new equipment in for the month pass that we gave everybody. But despite the hard work of everybody, just some refinements need to be made, and we're trying, but I'm not sure if it's going to make it by the end of March. So, but I'll tell you, this next patch has got a lot of cool stuff in it. You're going to want to keep your eye on the news from Cornered Rat Software, World War II Online, because it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. Now, you see those artillery rounds just pound the crap out of this. I've seen, and it's hard, because when you're in artillery, like I said, you got a range of anywhere from 10,000 to 12,000 meters. You can't see the effects or where your shots are landing, but I've seen some artillery guys with 15 to 20 kills with an artillery piece, which is amazing. It's hard to do since you can't see where you need to adjust. You need a really good spotter for that. Tech 64, the business team lead. This is artillery is his specialty, and he's actually made a whole guide about it and stuff like that. I think it's in. He posted it up in Discord, so in one of the pinned comments. So that's pretty cool. I think it was he actually was in when he was in the military. Artillery was his forte. We also have another rat in CRS that was in the military as artillery, and his name's Pilot MC. So anyway, once again, if you have any questions about World War II Online or whatever, throw them in the comments. Checking up on the comments periodically, and we'll be able to answer any questions you may have. Oh, we got a newbie chicken running around. Chicken 2308. Looks like there's a little skirmish going on over here. Looks like the Allies are trying to get in there. That's a hell of a spot there, Dan Dare. That's awesome. That's an awesome spot. Wonder if anybody's down in the trenches. Oh, you got one, maybe two. Nope, just the one. Looks like Dan Dare 9 finally seen or was alerted to the Allied presence behind him. See what else is going on, if anything. This is the main attack right now. This is just one of those historic battles that that I love in World War II Online. It's been a long time since, well, not a long time, but it's been a bit since I logged into the game to just actually play, unfortunately. Hyo Silver and 88, JU 88. A lot of access error over this town. How far? Alright, so they've got basically 2 squares from this town. Uh-oh. This is not a good sign. When you see an enemy tank icon, this is called the EWS, Early Warning System. When you got a enemy tank warning in a town where you spawn in your planes, yeah, that's not a good sign. As soon as you spawn your plane, try to take off, you got a tank there that you got to worry about shooting you down. And unless you're in the air, you've got no real recourse to try to combat that. Such a historic town for World War II Online. Albanian Dennis says on Twitch, what did you say about an announcement from CRS? I came in a little late on the stream and missed it. Announcements? Not really. This is an operation, in-game operation, going on right now, Operation Fortitude. What I think you may be talking about is I was talking about the upcoming patch that's going to be coming in probably within the next month or so, I would say. It's hard to say, but there's some pretty cool toys coming in with that one, and a lot of bug fixes. You know, once again, the game was they started developing the game in the mid 1990s, and World War II Online released June 6th of 2021. So and since then we've added a lot of stuff, but a lot of the bugs we haven't really had we haven't had the knowledge because the code is so outdated and written differently than what a game coder would do nowadays. You know, so there's bugs in the game. Any game has bugs, but we're hitting them one by one. I know it frustrates some players at times, depending on what you're doing, if it's ground or if you play ground or air. But we're in other words, we're still working on things and trying to make everything better. Is it ever going to be perfect? I don't know. I don't know if there's ever a game that's perfect, but for being in development for 25 years, active development, that's impressive. That's really impressive. And everybody that's in the development team, play the game. We're most of us came from just starting off as being players of the game and wanting to help out and use our skills, what we have, to kind of bring the game forward and make it better for everyone. Um, so the whether they're in the development team or the production team or QA team, the quality assurance team. I mean, they're community management team. All of us came from the game. And we've probably got. I know I don't know. I haven't sat down to count how many people are in CRS. I want to say it's at least 40 to, if not 50, people in the team in CRS, and I mean we don't get paid. We're all volunteers. I'm a volunteer. I've been in CRS since 2016. So what, 8.5, 9 years, and I don't get paid. I do this because I love the game. It's I don't know. It's just one of those things. World War II Online has had a history. Some good, some bad. Every game developer is going to have good and bad experiences as well. So don't really think it's anything rare. But yeah, a lot of us players just stepped up and said, "Okay, what do we need to do? How can I help?" And that's where you've got one awesome community as a game and whole, for the whole game. And it's the community that really keeps me motivated. Like all these people you see on the screen. There's, I don't know. It's a community, a gaming community that I have never seen before. And if you're a new player, all you have to do is just reach out and I mean, we've got players that just dedicate their whole time, once again, not paid by anybody to do this. And they'll just dedicate their time to help train new players in the hopes that they stick around. So let's see here. Albanian Dennis says, awesome, can't wait. Appreciate it. Zach Earwood says, what are the plans for the game if it is brought up to current standards? And that's asked by Zach Earwood over on YouTube. Zach, the plans for the game is to port it over to Unreal Engine 5. That's what we're working on. That's our goal. It's going to take several years. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. Kind of like what I was saying, the game was coded and built in the 1990s and released in 2001. So the code is really old, and it doesn't coincide with what. A lot of it doesn't coincide with what the code of Unreal Engine recognizes. So there's a lot that needs to happen behind the scenes, and it's just going to take a whole lot to do. So if it is, when it's brought up to standards, our immediate goal is to get the game as it is into Unreal Engine 5 and stable. Once that's done and we work out we know there's probably going to be more bugs once we do get to Unreal Engine 5, get it ported over. Once it's at a stable pace, or a stable state, I should say, then we could really look into what Unreal Engine 5 is actually what we could use the game engine to enhance the game. But once again, the main focus right now is just getting what we've got into Unreal Engine 5 and stable. That's the main goal. Let's see here. Ghost2 says, who is this talking? This is Chim. I'm the business team lead XO. So yeah, I was the team lead for the business team for many years. Had some personal issues that came up, and I wasn't able to. I didn't have time to devote as the lead of the business team. So I took one step down. Tech 64 is the team lead. CEO right now. He's in charge of the business team. I'm his right hand man. Been playing since 2004. Been in CRS since 2016. Gazoo says the best game around. Absolutely, totally agree with you, Gazoo. And yeah, you and I, we go rounds in game, but oh, it's so much fun. You and your JG2 are fantastic, man. You guys are great brothers. Ghost 2 says I was part of the OG Confirmed Kill Warbirds community back in '95. Oh, fantastic. For those that don't know, Warbirds, some of the devs from Warbirds actually started World War II Online. They were the original devs that dreamt up World War II Online as a game, came from Warbirds. And yeah, it's fantastic. I've never played Warbirds. I'm not a pilot. In fact, I think I've only flown in World War II Online for, I, I could count it on one hand, probably about 4 times. So I'm not a pilot. I like to shoot down the pilots. I'm my proficiency is anti-air guns, but and I'm mediocre at infantry. But there's a lot to this game. If you never played the game and you're just kind of interested, there's so much you could do in this game. You can specialize. I mean, it's not like other games where, you know, okay, your subscription is just for this one thing. You know, if you get a subscription, you have access to the whole game. Now, you do have to have rank to unlock, you know, some of the bigger or the better equipment and stuff, but that goes pretty quick, especially if you have somebody that kind of helps you along. And like I said, I've mentioned one person in particular because he thrives on training new players. Fantastic guy, Medic 911. If you're new to the game and you see him, he's amazing. He'd definitely help you out. There also in the chat there is a help channel that you can click on and ask a question. And you know, a lot of these players, some have played for a year, some have played for 20 years, some have played for 25 years, 24 years. You know, I rarely see anybody giving anybody flack or crap in the chat, and if they do, the veterans jump in and will help. I mean, the community, I can't say enough about the community. Back to the chat. Looks like Ghost 2 says thanks, Chim. Killer's still involved, Crass? No. Right now, of the original devs, we've got Korn and Hatch from the original CRS team. Maybe one other, if I'm not mistaken, but 2 for sure. So, yeah. But no, it's awesome. Love the game. Like I said, I'm biased. Been playing it for a long time. It's actually the first online game I've ever played, so it kind of holds a special meaning to me. There was a comment earlier from somebody that said that you know, they had their 13-year-old son log into the game, and they multi-crew to 2C tank, and he got his first kill. And I mean, and how proud he was. It's definitely something that we, a lot of us players have family that plays the game as well, and it's special moments like that. It's really cool to see. So let's see here. Gazoo says, keep the dream alive. Oh yeah, brother, you know it. Albanian Dennis says, hey, I donated on Indiegogo and I never received my supporter in-game badge. How can I claim it? I plan on supporting this year as well. Okay, so Albanian Dennis, go to our, you could go to our website and click on the support tab and submit a support ticket. And, pardon me, Ohm is going to probably be the one to respond to your ticket. He usually responds within a day, and he'll get you all squared away. Not a problem. So yeah, and we appreciate it as well. We do have a fundraiser going on right now, worldwar2online.com/fund, and or you could just go to the website and navigate there as well. But the funding drive, we do that every year. As you know, keeping the lights on a game like this, we have our own servers. We host everything in-house. And it's only one server, right? So it costs money. Everything costs money. There's so much. There's a lot of costs into the day-to-day activities, that we do behind the scenes, software, programs that we use, and everything else to maintain and fix and build and enhance World War II Online. So yeah, it costs money. Your subscriptions, pay for that, and it's not. Look, we're not bankrolling. We're not making millions of dollars here, people. So that's why we do the fundraisers. It's not because we're trying to get richer or anything like that. It helps in buying the licenses for the softwares that we use. It helps pay for the colo where the server is. And I mean, there's so much that goes cost-wise that goes on behind the scenes. Just like somebody who owns a business and stuff. I own my own business, and people look at me and say, "Oh, you own your own business, you got to be a millionaire." No, I'm not. I own a business. I have a lot of responsibilities and such that I've got to uphold to stay in business, and that's basically what this is. The fundraiser, it helps us to pay the bills. Are we in financial trouble? Absolutely not. But we do want to get to Unreal Engine 5, and fundraising is one of the biggest assets we have to get to that point. So if you are so inclined, or if you are capable of helping out with the fundraiser this year, it means a lot. It really does. It's not just idle talk. It's not just, it goes a long way. It really does. So if you're so inclined, we would appreciate it. Let's see here. Let me see if I could get caught up on chat. There's a few here. Let's see here. Ghost 2 says, early bug in World War II Online was infantry able to walk about 40 feet in the air. That was kind of solved to a certain degree. We changed where our colo is from Texas to, I believe it's in New Jersey. And just the routing from the IPs and the servers has reduced the latency, especially for players that are playing abroad in other countries. So the latency is a lot narrower, a lot shorter. In other words, now you'll have to forgive me because I'm only part of the business team. I don't know. I'm, obviously I'm not in. I don't have the chops to be in development or production or anything else. So just from my layman understanding in terms, that's basically what it is. Just the routing of where the packets go to is more direct than what it was when the Colo was in Texas. So yeah, that was we changed our co-location. I want to say 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, and it did make a big difference. So that does help. Yes, you will see a little bit of that, but it's definitely not as bad as it used to be. That is for sure. Gazoo says 1 year as JG2 CO left level commander. Yeah, you're an insane person, and I dread going up against you, Gazoo. Yeah, you're amazing, bud. Ghost 2 says, Corn and Hatch I know well, especially Hatch. Good guys, yes. I've been in CRS, like I said, since 2016. And I'll tell you, everybody in the teams are amazing. They really are. We've got a fantastic team. It's just a great bunch of people, and everybody works together. It's really cool. Never been in a development team prior to or after. This is the only development team I've ever been in, Corn and Rat Software, and yeah, amazing group, amazing. Let's see here. Gazoo says, one squad has 4 generations playing. And that gets back to what I had said earlier about how there was a gentleman that had the experience with a 13-year-old son. Yeah, game's been around for a long time, guys. Whole families play this game at one shot. It's not an isolated comment. There's a lot of people that have family members that play the game. Albanian Dennis says thank you. Gazoo says got to log back on later. Sounds good, man. Hope you got some kills. Well, actually, I don't. Sorry. Just kidding, brother. Hope you had a good one. Gazoo is always cool. He these operations, he and his Left Waffle, they go to town. They do their business, and they do it really good. I'm impressed, and I'm so jealous because, like I said, my proficiency in the game is anti-air gun, and I love going up against him and his Left Waffle crew. Ghost 2 says, sounds like you've been around a while too, Gazoo. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. The Unreal Engine will be a huge plus for World War II Online. Totally agree. It's just going to take it's going to take a bit to get there, is the bottom line. And but the work has already started. Every new piece of equipment coming in is being modeled in the Unreal Engine, and then so when we make a new model now, so if it was a new plane, take the Wellington, or for that matter, just for instance, we basically create 3 models, or 2 models. One is going to be the the Unreal Engine. So when we get to Unreal Engine, we have that asset already. And then we make a second version that is kind of, I don't want to say dumbed down, but it just doesn't have the poly count, the massive poly count that the Unreal Engine would require or could require. It has less polys that will work within the game engine that we have now. So the work that's being done now is already future proofed for the models that we've already done, and the models that we currently have, like the anti-tank guns, the anti-air guns, the older trucks. Those have been remodeled already, even though they're not new equipment. I mean, some of this stuff we've had since day one of the game. Those models have already been upgraded to Unreal Engine 5 standards. So, once again, there's a lot of coding and a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes for Unreal Engine 5. And that's what's going to take the bulk of the time. A lot of the coding and how things interact in there between what we have now and what the Unreal Engine 5 requires. But as far as assets, we're already converting our original assets to Unreal Engine 5. So that's already done. It's like I said, the work's already in progress. It's a matter of just getting to, it's just going to take time to get to that end point. So, let me check the population. Population's dropped a little bit, but it's still almost dead even. Axis, actually the allies are up by one person in the game as far as population wise. This has been a great operation, a lot of good battles. You guys have seen it here. It was great talking with all you guys in the chat. I've been going on this for 2.5 hours now. I need to go take care of some personal stuff, but appreciate everybody that came in here. Ghost, it was a pleasure talking with you. It seems like you've known the guys since the beginning, which is fantastic. I just love interacting with you guys in the chat, and appreciate you guys being here. So, all being said, I wish everybody a happy rest of your day, wherever you're at, and thank you for joining. And please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video, on the live stream. Helps us out a little bit. But first and foremost, log into the game. That's what we need. We need people in game, and I guarantee you won't regret it. Great battles all the way around. So, and don't forget about our fundraiser, WorldWar2Online.com/fund. Go on there, and like I said, any bit helps. Any bit. Doesn't matter, if it's the lowest tier or whatever. Every little bit helps. So, thank you for your time. We'll